Hi guys, it's Rike and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today I want to go a little bit more into detail with a specific sports bra. Now, if you've followed me for a while and if you've watched a few of my videos, you know like one of my favorite brands is Buffbunny Collection. They had like a lot of like really good staple sports bras that, you know, they've started to bring back every now and then now as well, but now they've also started experimenting with like mishing and mashing up some of our favorites. So recently, and what was the launch called? I forgot again. This was not Lift Like a Lady. This was a different one. I gotta remember the name. Anyway, I'm just gonna put it on the screen if I remember. They did launch, oh yeah, it was the community collection. Don't have to put it on the screen. It was the community collection. So instead of a Halloween launch, they gave us a community collection, which used to be designed by, or like they asked questions in what, they used to have a Discord and they asked questions in there and people answered those questions. The Discord got shut down. There was a whole drama situation, tea around it. Don't ask me, I really didn't follow it too much. But it's not there anymore. But we still have gotten this community collection. A lot of people were upset because they loved the Halloween collection. Now this with a lot of bright colors. Honestly, I was not too interested in the launch either. There was 2 pieces that I got because I was like, okay, you know what, I'll do that. And one of them is the Candy Revolution bra. So it's like a mashup of the Candy Wrap sports bra and the Revolution sports bra. Now, Candy Wrap here, and a Revolution sports bra here as well. So I brought these 2 along. I do have lots more colors of these, but I brought these 2 along so we can go in depth on the new sports bra and see if they've kind of ruined both of these or if they've actually made an acceptable, like kind of in between, kind of like Frankenstein style sports bra, right? So like a Franken bra in a way. I don't know if you ever watched Sophia Nygaard on YouTube, but like she does a lot of these, like she mixes all the Yankee candles or whatever and all these lipsticks and whatever, and then she makes her own Franken lipstick kind of, or Franken candle, and I always think that's kind of fun. But yeah, so it's like a, you know, let's find out if this is kind of like a good mashup or not. I do have the little package here. Like I said, only 2 pieces. So this is from the community collection. Let's rip it open. There's also, of course, another piece in here which I'll just show you as a bonus piece for my try on. But yeah, here is the little sticker. Just so you can see there was a sticker for this as well. It has like the print that it, you know, or kind of like, I guess it's some of the colors that people wanted to see back. And yeah, so I got 2 pieces. We will talk, you know what? I usually don't do that, but like, yeah, I don't know, should I do the leggings last or first? We'll do the leggings last. We'll do it as per usual. But we do have the sports bra, which is the Revolution Candy sports bra, like I said. So let me just unwrap that quickly and we will talk all about this. Then we will talk about the normal sports bras and kind of compare them. Or should I try the other ones on first for you? Maybe we should do that, right? So just a quick little peek of that one. But you know what? Let's talk about the normal ones first and then we'll go into that. So, see, I didn't really think about which way around I wanted to do things. I'm like very spontaneous with this, but yeah. Let's start with the Revolution sports bra because that was their first. So this one is an older one. They have since changed a few things like the rise and stuff, but like I feel like I never felt the changes too much. Other people have, I personally didn't. It was made from the Nubuhr fabric, or it is made from the Nubuhr fabric, 74% nylon, 26% spandex, square neckline, which I personally always find super flattering for a smaller chest. Thicker straps here, good side boob coverage. The straps do crisscross in the back a lot. It's a very strappy back. I love it. Little metal ring. And I will say it again, if you have an MRI, do not wear this because it has a metal ring. You'll have to take it off. Because that's always the advantage when I go for an MRI. I'm like, no, I'm wearing a sports bra. I don't have to take it off. It's perfectly fine. But not this one. So just to keep that in mind in case that's something that happens to you. We have a long line situation, removable cup pads. And overall, like this is like such a good sports bra. And I'm happy they keep bringing it back. This is again an older version in what used to be called the Vineyard, what was it called? I don't know. Anyway, it's Vineyard Dark Teal now. Vineyard Dark Teal. Vineyard Dark Red. Oh my God. Anyway, let's see this one on. Okay, here we have the beautiful, perfect Revolution sports bra and this beautiful, like dark red. And it's such a perfect color for this time of the year. But yeah, look at this, such a beautiful, flattering square neckline, I think, especially for the smaller chest. Very long lined, you have this band under the chest, no elastic, removable cup pads in here, good side boob coverage, thicker straps. And then of course, you know, the front for me is a highlight, I love it. And I'm not falling out or anything. And then of course the back is an even bigger highlight. So let me show you. Look at this beautiful strappy bag. So you do have all the straps here. There is this little metal ring here and a little Buffbunny Collection logo there. This is the older one. Now they've done tone and tone silicone. And yeah, it's just like such a beautiful bra from the back and from the front. Support wise, I would say for me, this is kind of like a medium support, but it can definitely be like also more of a light support depending on how big your chest is. So solid light to medium support, I would say. And again, like I'm personally not falling out. I know that the bigger chested ladies always had a little bit of an issue with it being a little low cut, but they have changed a few things. And overall, I think this is like a big customer favorite. And it's just like such a perfect sports bra. The material also feels really nice. If you don't want a long line, you can always just like tuck things in a little, right? It's just all these different options. So yeah, it's beautiful. Has come in a lot of different colors. And it's just like such a classic. I don't know. I always love a good square neckline. So this is also why I like this one a lot. And I love a good strappy bag. And I mean, like, can't really beat this in terms of strappy bag, I think. Like, this is really like such a good one. So yeah, this is the Revolution Sports Bra, the OG. Yeah, the OG, basically. Let's move on. Now we're moving on to the candy wrap sports bra. So again, same fabric composition. Straps are different though. And what I really wanted to see is them not making elastic straps, but really keeping the thing the same. The whole sports bra, same thing, just fabric straps. That would have been perfect. That's all I'm asking for, honestly. But yeah, so we have thick elastic straps. They can cut in a little bit into your traps here, which I personally feel. And that's why this is a sports bra I wouldn't wear for the full day. And I wear a lot of my sports bras for a full day usually. We have like a medium to high compression situation here, medium to high support. V neckline, removable cup pads, long lined. Again, we have this little wrap detail here in the front, which is why it's called the candy wrap sports bra. Not super good under like tight fitting tops because you kind of see the bulge from the wrap detailing, but otherwise I think it's perfectly fine. We do have adjustable straps, so you do have the little adjustability things here, metal hardware, and then some more strappy situation things here in the back that's also made from elastic, but this one doesn't cut in. It's just really like the side of the straps here. Yeah, Nubra fabric again, 74% nylon, 26% spandex. I don't know, this is kind of it. Like I said, this is one, people love this one a lot because it's a cute sports bra, but it still gives medium to high support, which is kind of rare. This is a size small. A lot of people prefer to size up with this because it is kind of very tight, but I do get most cleavage, most compression, most push with my normal size small. I have tried medium. It's just not as much of a wow effect. But like if you have a bigger chest, I would definitely recommend to size up. If you're in between, I would recommend to size up. And if you just wanted to fit a little bit more comfortably, I guess, there's a little bit less cutting in, I will be honest, it's a little bit more comfortable for a longer wear, then you could also size up. But otherwise, stick with your normal size. But do not size down. Like, don't do that. But yeah, let's see this one on. All right, here we have the Candy Wrap Sports Bra. And again, I can also wear this in a medium, but I do prefer the fit in my normal size small on me. I do get a little bit of cleavage, as you can see. There's removable cup pads in here. This one is a little wonky on the edge there. There we go. Fixed. We do have this wrap detailing. It is a little bit longer, but like it's not as easy to tuck it under or something because you have that wrap detailing here. And there's a little band here, but again, no elastic. But it's just not like a thicker band under the chest now like we had in the Revolution Sports Bra. So there's a little bit like less of like that, you can kind of make it a shorter line sports bra. But again, I also feel like this doesn't feel as long lined as the Revolution Sports Bra. I don't know, maybe that's just a feeling, who knows. So this one also does have good side boob coverage. We do have the thicker straps, but they are made from elastic. So what I meant earlier with cutting in is like, it's definitely kind of cutting in here a little bit. Like you can feel that after a bit. We do have the metal hardware here, and then of course the straps are adjustable and they crisscross in the back. You can see here, you can adjust them. And then we do have elastic here and crisscrossing elastic there. And these bands I don't find annoying at all. It's really just this here that can cut into the traps a little bit after a bit of wear. Otherwise, support-wise, this is definitely medium to high support. This is like a number that keeps you locked in, and it looks very cute for a high support sports bra. Again, this is why lots of people love this one. I still feel like they should really make one with just fabric straps. That would, like, I think make it so much better because the fabric wouldn't cut in as much. It's really like the edge of the elastic here that kind of does it basically. So yeah, if they did that in fabric, that would be perfect because I think it's really cute. And I also feel like it's covering enough that you can definitely wear this without a top on top, right? You can just walk around like this. And again, if you want to throw a top on, it's a little bit more difficult with like a tighter fitting one because the wrap detailing will be kind of visible. But if you use a loose fitting top, it's going to be a-okay basically. But yeah, I still feel like it's covering enough. It's supportive enough. Also, again, they've, you know, re-released this so many times in so many different colors. So can't go wrong with this one if you want like a more medium to high support moment. But keep in mind, I do like to wear my sports bras all day long. This is not one I would do that with. I've done it once or twice. And like after a few hours, I was sitting at my desk like this, you know, every now and then. It's just how it is. But yeah, let's move on. Now that we have seen the two original sports bras, we can move on to the Revolution Candy sports bra. I feel like they should have called it the Revolution Wrap sports bra. We got like the Ivy Wrap sports bra, which was a combo of the Ivy crop top and the Candy Wrap. We got like, no, that was the only one they've done, I think. Anyway, but like now it's called the Revolution Candy sports bra, but it's the wrap part that we're getting in this one. Anyway, let me show it to you. So this is the Nile Hustle print. It also came in other colors. This is the print it came in. We do have a V neckline like in the Candy Wrap sports bra. We also do have the wrap detail like we did in the Candy Wrap sports bra, which is why it should be called wrap. It's the same material, 74% nylon, 26% spandex, so the Newbury fabric, and we do have thicker straps here. They're fabric, thank God, not elastic. This is a slightly more long line situation, but not too long, I would say. Kind of like both of the other sports bras. And then now that we turn it around, it has the strappiness of the Revolution sports bra. This is a plastic ring, not a metal ring. This is a change, but I think they've also done that have they done it on the recent Revolution sports bras? I did get Revolution sports bras recently, but I do not remember if they had metal or not. I will investigate. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a plastic ring now. It kind of matches the color a little bit better than the metal, but it's plastic. We also do have a tone-and-tone silicone logo, which they've started doing like start of last year, I believe. And overall, you know, the back looks definitely like a Revolution sports bra. The front looks like a Candy Wrap sports bra. So it's kind of like really a mishmash. Yeah, removable cup pads are in here. Interestingly enough, they have like very defined pockets. I don't know if you can see the little seams that define the pockets, but it's not just like a thing in the middle. No, it's like actually like really defined pockets for the cup pads, which is interesting. So this is different. I got this in my normal size small. It feels like it's a little, not that stretchy, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, I wasn't 100% convinced by this, honestly. So I'm really curious if I like it more when I try it on or if I like it less. But you know what? Let's just do it. Let's see it on. Okay, now the Revolution Candy sports bra. You can see the wrap detailing here. I feel like in the front it definitely looks a lot like the Candy Wrap sports bra. So again, a little bit more long line. We have the kind of seam under here, but not an elastic or anything. And it would be hard to tuck that in to make it a little bit more short lined. But yeah, wrap detail, removable cup heads, V neckline, and good side boob coverage. And then we do have, of course, have the fabric straps here. So these straps are a little bit more reminiscent of the Revolution sports bra, and only because they are not elastic straps like in with the Candy Wrap sports bra. And they're not adjustable, but they are a little bit stretchy. So yeah, I still feel like I'm getting a good lift with this. It's definitely a more tight-fitting sports bra, so if you're in between, I would definitely say size up and not down. I feel like recently there's been a lot of sports bras where you could definitely size down when you were in between, but I don't think this is one of them, honestly. Yeah, so front definitely candy wrap. That's what it screams. I feel like it's like I'm really locked in here. Support wise, I would say medium to high support, just like the normal candy wrap sports bra. So definitely a little bit more locked in than with the Revolution sports bra, I would say, even though you still get a lot of cleavage, right? And then in the back, of course, we do have the beautiful strappy bag of the Revolution sports bra. So we do get that one. The band also is just like, there's no elastic down or like no strap down here. So the band is just like the Revolution sports bra one. And there is the silicone tone and tone logo. Like I said before, this is kind of what they do now. But yeah, so it's kind of weird because it does switch halfway through between having the little seam here and just having just the normal band that the longline sports bras from Buffbunny Collection have. I don't know, it feels like this fits looser here than here. Like here, it's like really close to the body. And there, I don't know, it's kind of like, feels like there's like a little gap there or something. So like, I'm a little confused by the transition of the band basically. And that's something I'm like, it's kind of odd. So like, it really feels like they were trying to put two things together, the back of one and the front of the other. I don't know, it's just kind of a little odd. I feel like they should have carried on with that. So it's really just a little seam that you can have, like that you have down here. They should have really just carried on with that on the other side. And then also this is double lined, right? It should also be double lined on the other side, but it doesn't feel like it on the back, in the back. I don't know, like I'm a little confused by it. Like, yes, the front is cute. Like I feel like it's not as special as the candy wrap sports bra by itself. I don't know why. Something about the straps, I guess, how the straps are made makes it a little bit more special than this. And then the back, of course, is special because it's the Revolution sports bra back. But in a way, I'm a little bit confused by the combination. Like, it's not bad, it's just confusing. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's something missing to connect the two parts, and that is maybe the little seam at the bottom here. I don't know. Something is a little off. Like, not noticeably so, but a little. I don't know. I still like it, but it's just, I don't know. Let's move on. Okay, now that we've investigated the sports bras, it is time to show you the one other piece that I got, which is the Legacy Pocket Leggings. This is not the first time they've launched these Legacy Pocket Leggings. They've launched them earlier this year as well, and I got one pair. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of pocket leggings. I prefer leggings without pockets, but I know a lot of you guys love pocket leggings, so, you know. And it's the Legacy. Like, I love Legacy leggings. I love them for their detailing, so yeah. And honestly, like, so the Hustle print has come out in like a blue 2 years ago or something like that, and I do like to wear that occasionally because it's just, you know, it's like a little comfort print. It doesn't show cellulite, like it really covers a lot of things. So yeah, it's kind of like easy. So I figured why not have that as a legging as well. But this definitely matches the sports bra, and here we go. So, Nile Hustle print, no front seam, no top seam, high-waisted, and we do have the flattering triple seam glue detailing here in the back. Tone and tone silicone logo, and then just two side pockets. So the two side pockets, of course, need a seam, and that one goes kind of crosses here, and then it actually, you know, splits up again. Because the Legacy leggings, normal ones just have one straight seam here that then splits up into two, but here we have two seams, they cross, and they split up again. Easier to see when I have them on, obviously. Also Nubury fabric here. It's printed on like the darkest color in the print, or the lightest color in the print, which is this blue. And this way also, of course, it's gonna like lighten a little bit if it gets stretched out, which it will. But I feel like with this print, it's not gonna be like as obvious as with other prints, especially because it's printed on this blue, not on white. Yeah, otherwise these are usually 7/8 length on me. I usually get Legacy leggings in a size small, but I think with the pocket ones, you could size up if you're in between. You can kind of decide depending on how much compression you like, basically. But yeah, let's see these on. All right, last but not least, we can talk about these leggings. I was like, where's the pocket. It starts very high up. I remember that from the other pair I have too. Like it's just very high up. You'd think it kind of starts here, but no, it's right here. So these are the Legacy pocket leggings, high-waisted. I feel like they're not as ultra high-waisted as the original without the pockets. So definitely a little difference. Also in this one, honestly, I'm like, it's not very tight around the waist. Like I'm actually very happy I stuck with the small because that would have been super loose in the medium. Like, look at it, like it's very loose. There's not really a lot of compression right up top here, so I don't know what happened there. No front seam, no top seam, and we do have the 2 side pockets. Now I can show you what I tried to show you earlier. Oops, missed it. So we do have 2 seams for the pockets. They cross here, and then they go down again. 7/8 length on me, a little bit shorter maybe, which is the normal length for these leggings on me as well. And then of course, highlight as always. In the back, triple seam glute detailing, nice and high, nice V here to flatter the glutes a little bit, proper seam here too. And that's them, honestly. And yeah, you can tell in some areas it's stretched out a little bit more than in others, becomes a little bit lighter. But honestly, with this print, I don't feel like it's super intense or anything. And again, as I've shown you before as well, right? It's printed on this like lighter blue, so that's the lightest color in the print. The hustle print is also like just very like all over the place, right? So it's not like super precise or anything. And yeah, 2 side pockets, they become narrower towards the end. And where did I put the, oh, there's the phone. So we can check if the phone fits. And you also do have this kind of bonded edge here at the top. And my telephone fits. Not sure about like super big ones because you can't push it further down much because the pocket gets narrow. So if you put something really small in there, that might actually slide down all the way and you'd have to kind of go in there and retrieve it. But I mean, a lot of pockets look like this, right? It's nothing new to have it like really just kind of funnel down to this. Honestly, I think like it's a more sleeker look than when the pockets just end and they're rectangular and they just end. I don't know, that looks a little odd sometimes. So I prefer this look for sure. But yes, I will say the Legacy fabric in this one doesn't feel as thick and as hugging as in other colors or in other colorways, and it might be the print, I don't know. But it does feel a little bit thinner, I will say that. But yeah, let's move on. All right, it's conclusion time. Let me grab the little pile. The colors don't really match that well right now because, you know, it's this versus this. And then also it's like, actually, this is a different collection, this is a different collection, this is a different one. So it makes sense, right? I feel like the yellow could work though with the Nile Hustle print. And maybe this could also work with the Nile Hustle print. So it's really just like the 3 together that, maybe it's these 2 together that don't work so well, you know? But anyway, it doesn't really matter. I will say, out of these 3 sports bras, this is still my favorite. I'm not sure if I would buy another one of these. I would definitely buy another one of these. If the color is right, I would also maybe buy another one of this, but not so sure, honestly. Like, I feel like, yes, it has a nice strappy back, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I don't know if you got this one or not. Like, let me know what you think of the idea. Or if you did get it, like what you think about it. But like, I think out of these three, it's just Revolution Sportswear all the way, the normal one, all the way. Also in terms of like Legacy versus Legacy Pocket, normal Legacy all the way for me. But of course, if you're someone who loves pockets, you're probably like, finally they made them with pockets. Now you can have them. There you go. Nyhauser print, again, like super like versatile thing, very good print, hides a lot of like things, and also like if it's not as squat proof, which is, you know, not it, but like it's still like, because of the print, I feel like it distracts a little bit, so it's fine. But yeah, let me know which of these pieces was your favorite. Let me know which of these three sports bras you prefer, and if you've tried them all. Yeah, that's kind of it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out and you don't miss one. If you have any feedback, any suggestions, anything, if you want to respond to any of my questions that I posed in this video, drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also follow me on Instagram and DM me there, but I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if there's ever anything you want me to see, drop a comment down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative and helpful and entertaining and fun, and that's all the adjectives I can think of right now. Adjectives, those weren't just adjectives. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was enjoyable. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.